Hello people of Earth, it's your pal the Orbital Outcast, Rad Gnarly, coming your way with another low-key broadcast. Today we are building up to the Survivor Series in MyGM Mode of WWE 2K22. But first I'd like to say hello to everyone in chat or checking us out on VOD. No matter where or when you happen to be in this great big old world of ours, we are happy to have you with us, and we hope the day finds you well. Alright, let's get, without any further delay, to the offices of the GWA, by which I mean, let's throw myself in that top corner. There we go. As we take a look at our active rivalries. Now we're going to be presenting the Survivor Series pay-per-view at some point this afternoon, but we have 2 weeks of television before we get there. We currently have half our active rivalries are pay-per-view ready. We have one maxed out at a level 4 that's between MyGM and Rhea Ripley. Working on getting Chyna, Becky Lynch, and Belair, Asuka to level 4 as well before the pay-per-view hits. And if we can help it, these bottom 3 that are levels 2 and 1, Flair, Toni Storm, Raquel, Liv, and let's see if I can remember this. The Scream Queens, our new tag champs, and the Super Flyers, our previous tag champs. If we can maybe get those to 3, I'd be happy about it. But I think we only have 5 matches at a pay-per-view, so if we can get at least, if 2 out of the 3 of these to a level 3 would be great. 1 out of 2 of these, if I can get either of these to also a level 4 to join MyGM and Rhea Ripley, that's all I need to get the maximum pay-per-view bonus and whatnot. So that's what we are working on with these last 2 weeks of television. Let me get the match list out of the way to see what we've already booked. Oh, excuse me, we're not in the booking screen. Ooh, that menu was loud. Okay, let's get down to where I have this marked out at week 33 here in Sioux City, Iowa. Okay, so starting us off, we have an Extreme Rules between Becky Lynch and Chyna. That's going to try to boost us up to a level 4 there. Hang on, there we go. I just wanted to see if I was even on screen because I was messing with some new... Hang on, so if I can... so during the matches, I'll be like taking the camera away, right? So you can still hear me, but obviously the video is, or the webcam's faded out. Just because I'm honestly more comfortable this way. So behind the scenes stuff, blah, 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 we're fine here. But for the other days of the week, I was just working with like an overall thing. So like if I, for instance, need to leave for a little bit, it's the most basic be right back thing I could think of is to just fade the camera, mute the microphone, and then do this. Now I'm eventually going to, I guess, do a multi-button to do it. Yeah, in sequence. But for now, it's like fade cam, fade mic, pop this thing up. So it would be like boop. And then obviously those 3 things come back later. Okay. So back to what we've booked for this first of 2 weeks of television and then a pay-per-view. So Becky Lynch, Chyna to try to get that to a 4 in an Extreme Rules match. We're going to be viewing that one because there's no shenanigans. Macho Man is our new charity spokesperson, so they're coming in to get us 5,000 fans. Fingers crossed. We're trying our best to get this tag title feud up to a 3 for the pay-per-view. So we got Alexa and Shotzi, the new tag champs, in a non-title match with the former champs, a tables match at that. Just to see if the former champs can get a measure of revenge, earn themselves another shot at the gold, etc., etc. And then Raquel's going to call out Liv Morgan. That keeps Raquel on the show, which keeps her popularity up, keeps this feud going. Look at her popularity at an 87. She's more popular than our face champion. So I'll let you know right now that what we're going to do is, coming out of the Raquel Gonzalez-Liv Morgan feud, we are immediately going to try to transition to Raquel versus Naomi, assuming well, I don't think we're going to have a title match at Survivor Series because our champ currently isn't involved in anything really. She's just kind of fulfilling some sort of requests on the way there. Like this week, the request was Xylee needed a title shot by week 33, so it's happening. Like we've already fixed the match so that Naomi wins, but the title match is happening. And then by week 35, she is meant to also square off against Natalya. Doesn't have to be for the title. They just need to be in the ring together. So they are, at the Go Home show, going to be put into a tag match. So it's going to be the Hartwell Foundation against Naomi and a partner. So that satisfies that. So I'm trying to keep my crew happy and also make some sort of sense like headcanon wise as we go pay-per-view to pay-per-view. If you're wondering why Naomi isn't main eventing the show, it's because Shayna Baszler wanted that main event slot. So we're trying to make the best out of it we possibly can. We turned it into a tag match with 2 fighters versus 2 bruisers. This is also the debuting or close to debuting Dakota Kai, new roster member. So we're going to try to like help her out with a big push by at least having her help out in the main event. But the whole thing is not even viewable because we have a run-in booked, Asuka running in on Bianca, because we're trying to, again, grind up these feuds to a level 4. So we have some shenanigans there. This is a fixed match, so I don't think we can watch this one either. And then we have just some call-outs, again, trying to boost Flair Tony to at least a level 3. It's Charlotte Flair on the microphone. I think she's going to be just fine. We're also being wary of certain staminas. Yeah, looking at that. It's rough, but Shayna, I think that's Shayna's. I don't know. Yeah, it's got to be Shayna. Is that a 43? She's not currently involved in a feud, I don't think, so she might not get a pay-per-view spot. She's just kind of here to help out, in a way. She's also got some really good popularity, so we're going to keep her close to the main event. Maybe put her in see who she teams well with, and maybe put her in a heel tag team if our faces get the champ, or if our face team here gets the championships back after they're done feuding with the Scream Queens. Lots of irons in the fire, and let's see, we got 17 more weeks to go. That includes, I would assume, let's see, the week 35, 40, 45, and 50 pay-per-views. So that includes Survivor Series. So after Survivor Series, 3 more shows. I'm assuming Royal Rumble is going to be next. After that, whatever they call the show between Royal Rumble and WrestleMania now, Fast Lane, Continental Drift, whatever it is, Changing Lanes, Signal, I don't know, Abrupt Stop, whatever it's called. And then the last one, I'm obviously week 50, I'm assuming, is going to be the WrestleMania, which I'm actually crossing my fingers has an extra match, because WrestleMania typically is the longest show of the year, and most of the pay-per-views have 5 matches. I don't know why, but I'm hoping, or I'm just assuming, that the WrestleMania show will be able to book 6 matches and 5 promos, but we'll see. We'll see. Could be a pipe dream. Could be like any other pay-per-view in this mode. Who knows? All right, so we've gone over what we have booked on this penultimate show before Survivor Series. What up, Mach? Welcome to everything. Oh, the logistics we've taken care of. We're booking the big boy stadium, the big open stadium, every time, just because the money it's just too good, and we're not losing fans yet. So we're hoping to keep that going, getting as many of the bonuses as we can. The only thing we took a dip on was the optional crew bonus here. So out of a possible 25, we're getting 21 instead of the 25, which actually just also saves us a little bit of money. We did our roster management. We purchased all the cards. I have a plan for the cards that we have, and we are getting a new health spa by the virtue of having a run-in seat. Our promises in progress. Promised Becky Lynch a rematch against Chyna within 2 weeks. Must happen this week. It's opening the show. Promised Shayna Baszler the main event match this week. Happening this week, no problem. Promised Naomi a match against Natalya within 3 weeks. Again, no title on the line. Could be any type of match. So we're going to have that on the Go Home show. Yeah, so our Survivor Series doesn't have a championship program. Like, there's no championship feud. But again, as I keep saying, we're building Raquel Gonzalez to be that champion, or to be that next challenger coming out of her feud with Liv Morgan. So on the pay-per-view, we're going to have her call out Naomi after her match. So we're going to hoping to spin that up right away. We're going to put Naomi in a promo on the pay-per-view, so at least our champion is on screen. Like, she's not working. She's just not in a championship thing at the moment. And then we'll build to that title match for the Rumble, hopefully. So that's our longest term goal, is to transition through this brief period with Naomi not really having a clear challenger, and then absolutely putting the big rubber stamp on Raquel Gonzalez as our most popular heel versus our most popular babyface. Okay, so I'm going to confirm this booking in 1 second after I get to studio mode and finally project myself over here. There we go. All right, booking confirmed. Yeah, everything we need there. And away we go. Now, as per usual, when we spectate these matches, I will be providing commentary. But as I've previously explained, and will continue to explain for at least a little while, I'm not super comfortable. Like, it feels weird for me to be on cam doing the commentary, so I prefer to be off cam doing it, even though I can't technically see myself on camera. It's just a sort of self-conscious thing, because while the webcam is active, I am apt to speak directly into it, as I am doing now, and I can't focus on the match in front of me and just call that and do that at the same time. So I feel like I'm neglecting my webcam duties, so I would rather just not have to think about it at all. So off I go. Pew! And here we go to this first contest. Becky Lynch demanded a rematch with China by the end of this week, and it opens our show and hopefully boosts their feud to a level 4 as they're going at it Extreme Rules style. They both have pretty rough staminas. They're going to limp into the pay-per-view. Unless I give them next week off. We'll see. Skipping entrances as per usual. Might show you Dakota Kai's entrance because she's new. But beyond that, I tend to skip these. Out comes the man. Out comes the ninth wonder of the world. And out go the rules. Woo, hot crowd here as we are underway at our opening contest. Nice counter into a go behind there by Becky Lynch. Oof. Very few rules in this one. Weapon usage not only legal but encouraged. No disqualifications, no countouts, anything goes. The only way to end it is by pinfall submission. Or I suppose referee stoppage, as I'm struggling to be heard over the raucous fans here tonight in Sioux City, Iowa. We couldn't be happier to have you with us strolling down the gnarly wrestling aisle. Oh, what a DDT! Into the cover goes China. One. Oh! Strong kick out at one by Becky Lynch. And right back to work goes the ninth wonder of the world. Hang on 1 second. I had not adjusted my capture card at all. That's the beauty of all this new layout. Okay, it does not serve to be at negative 9.9 anymore. It needs to be at negative 4.2. There we go. All right, now that we've adjusted our audio, there, we can still enjoy everything. And I can still be well above the maddening crowd, as it were. Oh! You see the spit flying on that slap by Becky Lynch. No intimidation whatsoever being in there with the ninth wonder of the world. The 6 foot, 200-pound powerhouse China. Hall of Famer versus future Hall of Famer. Of that I have no doubt. Oh, neither lady in a hurry to get back into the ring here. It is not false count anywhere. However, everything at and around ringside is, oh, perfectly viable as a weapon, as Becky Lynch just experienced, as her spine is bounced off that video post. Video wall wrapped steel post. Surprised it didn't bust out the video screens. That little detail would be fantastic in a game like this. Oh, China, I think, was going for a DDT on the chair, thankfully for Becky Lynch. Her aim not so good, but Becky Lynch a little out of it, susceptible to that running power slam from China. Becky wrestling on instinct here. Trying to shake those cobwebs loose. China not letting her do it. Gets her back into the corner here. Oh, Becky able to fight free. Never question the heart of the man. Hang on. Into the manhandle slam. Quick cover on China. Referee out of position. 1, 2. Oh, if the referee had been where they needed to be quicker, that could have done it, but China able to escape it too. Becky Lynch into the disarmer. Center of the ring. Referee. Strong table from the ref here. Fantastic work. Somehow, some way, China able to bust free. Becky Lynch right back to work on the arms. Grabbing that steel chair and wedging it into the turnbuckle is Becky Lynch. Interesting. Now opting for a cover on Chyna. 1, 2. Chyna again out at 2. Weakly getting that shoulder off the canvas. You can see her immediately clutching that arm. It's been all Becky Lynch for the last moment or two. Up and over goes the ninth wonder of the world, spilling out to the floor once again. Becky Lynch imploring Chyna return to the ring. And she didn't send her out there in the first place. Oh, Chyna. Getting angry here, taking out her frustration on the commentation station, clearing off one of the tables. Stalking her way back into the ring. Catches the leg of Lynch. Oh! But not the enziguri. I mean, she caught the enziguri all right. Up and over again she goes, and this time Becky Lynch follows her out. It has been all Becky Lynch for the last few minutes here. Surprisingly dominant against the ninth wonder of the world. Look at that, Chyna swinging wildly. Becky Lynch. Oh, the Bexploder! May have bounced off the apron, may have bounced off the steel steps as well. A rough landing any way you slice it for Chyna there, who's now poured back into the ring. Becky Lynch going up top. Beckoning Chyna to stand. What does Lynch have in mind? Oh, dives down with a forearm smash across the jaw. Pulls Chyna back to her feet. It is all Lynch. Oh, went for the disarmer, but Chyna able to counter. Lynch right back in command. Chyna did well to avoid that attempt at the disarmer. Lynch able to find a way to manipulate the arms regardless. Surprising little weapon usage. There has been a steel chair in the ring, but it hasn't really been utilized well. As instead, oh, Becky Lynch aiming for some leg drops off the ropes. Misses the second one, and Chyna now into the pedigree. Rolls her over into the cover. 1, 2. No, Lynch out at 2. Chyna beside herself, can't believe Becky Lynch withstands the pedigree, and Chyna spots the steel chair. Repositions it in a different corner, and now pulls Becky Lynch back to her feet. What does Chyna have in mind here? Whips her into a different turnbuckle handspring elbow. Shout out to Keiji Muto and his pending retirement. Once again with the turnbuckle goes Becky Lynch, now being placed atop. Oh, able to fight free is Lynch. Rolls her over into a single arm powerbomb by Lynch. Excellent display of momentum and power there. Into the disarmer, center of the ring once again. Chyna's in trouble. Chyna's in trouble, and she's gonna tap out. Becky Lynch survives. Your winner. Not too shabby. Let's take a look at some of the action. Big manhandle slam from Becky Lynch in the matchup. We see the consistent work on the arms all throughout the matchup by Becky Lynch. There was a steel chair in the ring, but all they did really was move it out of the way and get right back to fighting. Here, Becky Lynch, I don't think she assumed she was going to get the pin. She just wanted to wear Chyna out. That, I thought, might have done it, but Becky Lynch surviving the pedigree. This was Chyna's shot to get back into this thing and just getting out. Beautiful handspring.
Here is your winner,
Becky Lynch surviving, however. Speaking of surviving, see if perhaps they can settle things once and for all at Survivor Series. All right, how'd they do? 4 stars, and we got a level 4 rivalry. Couldn't do any better than that. Becky Lynch defeating Chyna. 4-star opener. Rivalry 4. Now that I have 2 level 4 rivalries, I can get the highest pay-per-view bonus, so I'm guaranteed to put on the best show possible. It's going to be great. All right, so I got 2 at level 4. Next up, we have Charity promo from Mach. Let's get that going. Let's get that cooking. What up, Mach? Ding, ding, ding. 4 stars. I think that's going to be better than the match after it, so that's fine. That's exactly what we wanted. An amazing matchup to start us off. Macho Man. I already wrote in that he got us 5,000 fans and that it was an excellent promo. So I don't need to update anything right now. Here's our, I think we can only spectate 2 out of the 4 matches, so here's our second of 2. A tag team tables match between the new tag team champions, the Scream Queens, Alexa Bliss and Shotzi, against the former champions, the Super Flyers, Tamina and Nikki Ash. This is a non-title match. They are at a level 1 feud. We are just trying to get the feud going, and you can only do that in tag team matches. So a non-title affair. Tamina and Nikki Ash looking to eventually earn another title shot at the pay-per-view. Fingers crossed if we can get it up to level 3, that is. If not, we can push it to the next show. Yeah. And again, we're trying to take it easy on them, but these things cost what they cost stamina-wise. But we're going to get a stylistic bonus because we have the Cruiser Giant matchup going on. So let's get down to the ring for this one. I'm going to get out of the way here. And we're going to get down to it. Oh, perhaps watch the Scream Queen entrance as they come out with the tag belts for the first time. The new champs. Who's coming out first here? Okay, so let's watch the tag champ show up. Yeah!
The following contest is a tag team tables match.
Nice contrast to the dark outfits they have.
The NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, Shotzi and Alexa Bliss, the Queen.
What a weird... Alexa Bliss. That was a weird way to say that. All right, the Scream Queens. I mean, just announced as the Queens, but the Scream Queens. And the challengers, the Super Flyers,
and almost a superhero, Nikki A.S.H., the Superstar.
Just and their opponents, or not versus, just and. Also in the match. All right, no referee in this one. Only way to win, put one of your opponents through a table. You know them, you love them. They are a weekly staple here in the GWA Generation 3. We have ourselves a good old-fashioned table match. Nothing else matters. As Metallica once sang, no pinfalls, no submissions, weapon usage is fine. So long as you eventually put your opponent through a table, you can win this matchup. Oh! Some Shotzi and Nikki Ash pairing off, Tamina and Alexa Bliss on the other side of your screen. As they've gone east and west here. Tamina the first to dive out and grab the focus of the matchup, the table. No time limit. These things can go quite long. They can go literally a single move, as we've seen in the past. It's all about taking advantage. Oh, hang on. What does Shotzi have in mind here? I thought she was going to jump outside onto Nikki Ash. That would have been wild. As Alexa is taking care of Tamina. And the Scream Queens, your new tag team champions, looking real good against the challengers at the moment. Pardon me, the former champions and perhaps future challengers, I should say. As again, the crowd losing their minds today. It is real loud. Maybe I will, in fact, pull this down to a 9.9 where it normally sits. There we go. Okay, that's... Oh, no! Alexa Bliss almost put herself through a table. I do not think that would have counted. She was trying to cross-body Tamina backwards through the table. Did not work out for her. But thankfully, the match does continue. That table, by the way, is still technically set up and can be used to put somebody through it. A well-placed suplex, power bomb, power slam, lots of ways it can happen. Oh, outside the ring now. Small package isn't going to do it, Alexa. Meanwhile, outside the ring, Shotzi and Nikki are just tearing the leather off each other. Oh, into the Twisted Bliss from Alexa in the ring. Shotzi coming in to aid her partner, perhaps set up that table. And she has Tamina isolated. No, Nikki Ash kind of eliminating the second table. Well, at least prepping it for future usage, perhaps. As she continues hostilities with Shotzi, Alexa unfortunately has to figure out the table for herself here. I don't think you could stand that one up anymore, as the leg might be broken. But you might be able to still lean it. She just throws it at the head of Nikki Ash. Alexa trying to come to the aid of her stunned partner, Shotzi. Nikki, I don't even think, is aware that her partner, Tamina, is out in the middle of the ring. Oh, and as I say that, Tamina stirs. Nikki slides in a second table, this one unbroken. We're going to set that one up. Tamina back to her feet and in a big way. Oh, no. Went for suplex, countered by Alexa. Your version of, what was it, side effect? No. The one and only, perhaps, if that's a super dropper. As Nikki looking to introduce a third table in the matchup. I do love it when we get as many or more tables in the matches than there are participants. Now, Tamina adding a fourth. We're at least 1-1 in this tag team contest. 4 fighters, 4 tables. Alexa somehow finding the broken one. So advantage Tamina as she's able to set hers up center of the ring. And she's got Alexa now. Alexa's got to fight free. She was one fall away, slam away from being put through a table. Oh, what a headbutt by Tamina. Outside the ring, Nikki and Shotzi have been going at it most of this matchup. Oh! Shotzi hits a release tiger suplex on the floor. Choke trip. Oh, into the underside of the table by Alexa there. Tamina hitting the metal frame. And I'm sorry, I just noticed Shotzi with a cattle mutilation on the floor, trying to isolate and immobilize Nikki Ash. Alexa has Tamina set up against the table. Oh my God, what a dive! Meanwhile, in the ring, Alexa Bliss with a head scissor takeover. Tamina through the table, and it is over.
Here are your winners.
No replay for you.
And Shotzi, the Queen.
Shotzi with the dive to the outside, making sure Nikki could not help her partner. And Alexa Bliss with that counter, I believe. Tamina was looking to powerbomb her, perhaps. Alexa Bliss with that head scissor takeover. Through the table they go. Tag rivalry goes up. 3.5 stars. That was the best we could possibly hope for. The absolute best. Okay, Shotzi and Alexa defeating Nikki and Tamina. That was Alexa beating Tamina there. I keep records of that as much as I can just for my own sake. Okay, but more importantly, 3.5 stars, so it didn't outperform our opener, which we did not want and did not happen. And the rivalry bumped up to a 2. So let's get up here and update our rivalries. Wonderful. One more level. And next week, we're just having a straight tag match between the two of these. Non-title, once again, just a straight tag team match. Fingers crossed we get it to level 3, and then we've done it. I don't think we can get Raquel Liv there, but we'll see. So that's where we're banking on getting the tag titles up there at a level 3, and then we'll put it middle of the show. Okay, that happened. We got a call out coming up. Let's see what Raquel can do here with Liv, I believe. 3.5, level 2, that's perfect. Raquel did well in the call out promo. So it was okay. Wait, did that not boost it? It did boost it up. Okay, so it hit level 2. It did say it hit level 2. So it was an okay promo, getting that to level 2. Okay, so next time, rivalry 2, because those were our 2 level 1s. That's why they were there. Okay, so it was an okay promo. I did already see that it was a level 2 rivalry, so we're okay. I have to simulate this because Naomi is booked to win via card. So 1, 2, 3. Naomi goes over. 3.5 stars. Started a rivalry. Didn't want that. That's fine. We're going to ignore that rivalry. Sorry, Xia Li, we are going to ignore that rivalry. So 3.5 stars, which is great if I can get 4 out of the main event. I'm not going to write down that the Lee-Naomi rivalry started because we're trying to start a different thing. So we'll leave that alone for now. Flair talked us into a level 3 rivalry with Toni Storm. So another rivalry ready to go for the pay-per-view. So I'll show you the updated rivalry tally once we're done the show. Okay. Let's get back down here. And our main event doesn't really mean much of anything, if I'm perfectly honest. At least in terms of rivalry. Well, it's we're trying to do a little more rivalry, something or other. So an excellent promo, boost that to a 3. And this, I don't know how this could possibly be a 4-star match, to be perfectly honest. But it's got a run-in by Asuka on Bianca Belair. That's it. That's all it has going for it. We're trying to do a little something with that feud. It's the debut of Dakota Kai. I did say earlier we would watch her entrance. Unfortunately, we can't because I forgot that I booked a run-in, so we can't actually watch the match at all. So, this has to do as good as... This has to do 3.5 or 4. It is ice cold. I doubt it. I'm 3 at best, I would think. But Shayna Baszler won the main event. Let's see what she does with it.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, they still won despite the interference. And Asuka Belair goes to a level 4, which is perfect. And it was just as good as Naomi Xia Li. Fantastic. They might be mad at me for putting the best match on first because it was a 4-star match. That might be the only thing there. So, Baszler and Belair. Doesn't say who, so but I'm just going to put that they did end up winning. Okay, they defeated them. It was 3.5 stars, which is just good enough to work. And we got another rivalry up to level 4. Okay, let me go to my rivalry section. Okay. Love this little jam thing we got playing here in the background, by the way. Okay. That's it for the week. Let's check out what our opponents did. They at least booked a full show. Good for them. I mean, Vader is a good pickup for them. Good, congratulations. Stimulate everything they did. Good booking. They got good booking. So 2.5, 2.5, 3.5, 4 for them. 4, 3.5, 3.5, 3.5 for me. I feel like I did better overall. How'd we do? Still gained fans. That's fantastic. So let's see what we got out of this. Kaylee Ray and Dakota worked okay. Great to see Shotzi in another tables match. Try repeating those words next week to my face. Charlotte, if you have the guts. Just Toni Storm. Alexa Bliss is on a great run right now. Who can end her streak? Okay. Yep, just great show. Solid stuff. Got $300,000 and 4,000 fans. I'm so happy we're doing these promos these charity promos every week, because that otherwise we'd be losing some fans. Okay. Here we go. Got that Hell Spa. We're still in number 1 position. I skipped their stuff. They lost fans actually, so the gap's getting wider. Whew. All right, so we're over 3 mil. They're just under 3 mil, and they got about twice as much money as we do, and if you look, twice as many champions because we are only booking female superstars, female wrestlers. Reno, Nevada. All right, it is time for the go-home show. Looks like we have some contract work to do. Reno, Nevada. All right, Nikki, what's up? My contract is up at the end of the week. What's up? I'd be interested in staying for $76,000. Absolutely. 76K for Nikki. This will probably, she's going to be booked through the end of our run, I believe. Let's see. Yep, I can afford that. No problem. Great. Looking forward to staying with NXT. Thanks, Nikki. I appreciate the title shot. It's good to know I've got a boss that keeps their word. No problem, Xia Li. I wasn't able to take home the gold. Either way, just wanted to let you know I appreciate that you even gave me the opportunity at all. And you were a good boss to me before when you gave me that rematch against Kaylee Ray. Have to say, you really look out for your talent here at NXT. Small increase to Xylee's morale. Thanks for the rematch against China, says Becky. Told you I'd get the win this time. Glad I joined NXT. It's going well at the moment. No one can touch me. All right, time for the go-home show. Have at least one Hell in a Cell match this week, and you get free arena booking for the pay-per-view. Speaking of the pay-per-view, it is week 34, which means I can play some nasty cards against my opponent. Hang on 1 second here. Hang on 1 second. Yeah, and I have them written out here. So before I do literally anything else, well, I'm going to buy this Hell Spa for sure. Please. Trains one of your emerging talent stars to become a permanent senior superstar. I think that's one of the nobodies. It has to be a nobody. It can't just be like somebody that isn't as high that you would want them to be. I wish it could just be like literally anybody that was a part-timer. That you could just be like, yeah, they go away for a bit and then they come back and they're permanently on your roster for the rest of the go. Anyway, block an opposing brand from booking one of their champions in next week's show. Next week being, of course, the pay-per-view. A random champion on SmackDown will not be able to compete in next week's show. Yes. Random champ vetoed next week. Yep. Random superstar vetoed next week. A random superstar on SmackDown will not be able to compete on next week's show. So that's the pay-per-view once again. Random veto to one of their superstars for the pay-per-view. And double the cost. The cost of all special match types will be doubled for SmackDown on next week's show. So they can afford it, sure, but it's going to cost them. Double. Check. So there. And I have a few things that I'll be playing for myself later. Now, do I need this free arena? Only if I do a Hell in a Cell this week. Now, before we do anything else, let's go ahead and take a look at our rivalries. As I said I would. Let's bring that up. Oh, hang on. Did that work? Okay. Hang on 1 second. Because I'm doing this, I gotta put this back to here. There we go. Okay. Let me get a studio mode. If I'm doing this part, I have to be in single. Okay, so as you can tell, we have built up 3 level 4 rivalries. We only need 2 active. Why can't you see that anymore? Weird. Oh, that's strange. But if I do this, no, it's not moving either. Hang on. There we go. Okay, so now you can see what I'm highlighting and whatnot. Okay, so we have 3 level 4 rivalries. We only need 2 to get the pay-per-view bonus. We also have so we have a third, so we have 3 at 4, and we have Charlotte Flair and Toni Storm at a level 3. I'm planning to put these 2 in the ring together, or I can have Toni Storm call out Charlotte Flair this week and see if we can get that to a 4. Blitz Shotzi, we're putting in the ring this week to try to get to a 3, and Raquel Gonzalez, Liv Morgan, we're going to try to get to a 3. Yeah. I might actually take the week off of this. There might be no title matches at all on the Survivor Series show. It might be all rivalries. Because this is already at a 2. I don't want to burn out my champions and challengers. I might leave them off the show, this go-home show this week and the pay-per-view, and then get back to it week 36. Just to give them a bit of a break. I know that it's 2 weeks off of TV, and that could be catastrophic to their popularity, but they're going to go right back to it, a little more revitalized coming out of the pay-per-view, and then we can maybe peak that for Royal Rumble, and then have two level 4 title feuds for the next pay-per-view, not this one. But we'll see. Let's see what we can do with Raquel, Liv, and Charlotte Flair, Toni in a week. I can try to have maybe Liv cut a promo. Or I might... No, I think I need to put this in the ring this week for sure. Okay, let me fade that out and get down to what I could be booking. So what are their staminas? Let's just start with. Okay, what do they want? He wants a Hell in a Cell match this week. My only promise: a rematch against Natalya. A match against Natalya within 3 weeks. I have 2 weeks to do that, so it's not happening at the pay-per-view. So it's happening tonight. So that is going to be a tag team contest. So let's get that set up. That is Natalya and her longtime partner. I don't know why she's going with Xia Li. But her longtime partner, Indy Hartwell. Real low popularity. In there against Naomi, who is hurting. And, let's see. Does Kaylee Ray go well there? Fighter, cruiser, specialist. That doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter, the two specialists. Kaylee Ray is the second most popular. Okay, I'm gonna keep Flair off. Okay, so yeah, that's the other reason. Like, Naomi's a little beat up, so she's gonna be in this tag match this week, which gets her the Natalya thing. What if I just did a singles? Now I'm gonna do tag because tag is less stamina. Just a normal tag match. In the middle of the show. I might do the Hell in a Cell as the main event. Let's see what we can... What feud might need it? Hang on. I mean, Flair, Toni Storm should be in the ring this week. So let's put that here. Flair and Toni Storm should be in the ring this week. Their stamina's good. If they can do a tables match, they're good at it. There we go. That's a great opener. A Hell in a Cell main event. Nope. Does not have the stamina for it. Does not have the stamina for it. $58.80. What about your challengers? $60.64. What? I don't know. What do you think? A non-title Hell in a Cell in the main event of the show leading into the pay-per-view? Might happen. My stamina's brutal. Some of these staminas are brutal, though. Like, Bailey's just ready to roll. 12 weeks remaining. Perfect stamina. Same with Liv. Liv's ready to go. These are my best matches, though. Tables, Rivalry 3 out of 4. Okay, what if I put them there? Hell in a Cell? That's gonna destroy Raquel. But it'll also probably definitely get their feud up to a 3. Okay, so that's a feud. That's to get to 4. That's to get to 3. That's just to satisfy the Natalya thing. And again, we're not having a match with Naomi on the show. Like, she's not having a pay-per-view match, period. So that's just to have a match and to satisfy the Natalya thing. Let's do the charity promo first here. With our boy Mach. There you go. Let's see. Normal match. See, I'm not doing any run-ins or anything like that. Not at the moment. That could always change. I could always end up changing Natalya's partner. Or Naomi's partner. Okay, now a match that's worse than... It's just going to be another singles. We only have the one tag match this week. Xia Li does not have much... Who's got the best stamina? So Bailey's perfectly fine. Who's the highest heel? Okay, feud. In a feud. In a tag feud. In a tag feud. In a feud she's not supposed to be in. And she's got terrible stamina. Okay. Okay. Belair. Just in a match. No interference. They're just having a match. Yeah, they're just having a match. At the moment, no interference. They're just having a match. This will outperform it. This should be a better match than this. This should be a better match than this, easily. but I can easily book run-ins here and here. I don't want to spoil Asuka Belair, but I might. They're only here because, well, they're the ones that can handle the Hell in a Cell stamina drain, though. Hang on. This is a Hell in a Cell for no reason. Oops. This is a normal match. Okay, it's level 2 out of... This is wild. Okay, so... Just a Hell in a Cell match for no reason. Just because they have the stamina for it. Interference. Oh, not GM interference, but a run-in. Yep, Asuka on Belair. And in this one... Okay, let's see what else we can be working here. Flare Storm, that's already a 3. We're trying to get that to a 4. This is a 2. We're trying to get to a 3. We're giving the tag team match a break. Chyna Becky's already at a 4, so we're leaving them off. Belair Asuka's at a 4, but we're still having extra interference just cause, ruining the mid-card matchup, which is a 2-fer because it's Hell in a Cell with interference, so that's in terms of gimmicks / GM, dabbling. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then if I turn this into anything, that's a 5. So we go 5 for 5 there, or just 4 for 5. So this needs to be boosted to a 4. This one we're trying to get to a 3. The tag match we're taking a break on. So here and here we don't actually have feuds to promote. So maybe we'll just do some self promos to people that need it. Like who desperately needs to get over. Like Ripley's got a feud coming up with Mia Yim. Couldn't hurt to get over. Couldn't hurt to try to get yourself over. And Dakota Kai. Not a lot to say either. Who else? Yeah, Dakota Kai, pretty low popularity. Try to get over with a little promo action. Alright, now logistics. We have the Thunderdome we have the Thunderdome bonus, which is the biggest sort of TV venue, but we're doing big open air every time. We don't have... Book 4 special match types, run-ins, or GM interferences. I thought I did. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I didn't put the run-in here yet. Okay. I gotta put the run-in in here. Okay. I don't think we have... Like I said, I don't think we have any more singles feuds we can feature. Like, I can put Chyna in as your partner, but I don't want to because her stamina is also super low. And then we just have a tag feud. So I can still do an interference. I can still do a run-in where Shayna Baszler is desperate to rekindle a feud with Kaylee Ray. Desperate. Okay. So that gave us the veteran crew bonus. We don't get the McMahon family this week. We'll get it next week. But we got all the bonuses there. And we did not get the good bonuses here. What was it? 2 superstars with better than 70 on different promos. Okay, so let's clear this promo. Yep. We're going to give this promo to Dakota. Here's our Lobby that needs a boost. And here's our contender that needs a boost. Xylee is going to talk herself into whatever. Yeah, Xylee. There. Now we get bonus, bonus, bonus. Second highest bonus here. We'll get the main thing at the pay-per-view. We're in the biggest stadium. We'll get the stadium pay-per-view bonus for the pay-per-view itself. I'll go here and here. Let's check our roster real quick. Who is... See, we just re-signed... Who did we just re-sign? Nikki. Nikki, how much longer with you? 17 weeks. Okay, you're with us until the end. 17 weeks. Gotcha. 17 weeks. So they're with us till the end. Now, anyway that we resign. Not Mach. What's up? Not Mach. 12 on Bailey. So right at the end of the run, like building toward WrestleMania, we do one last contract negotiation. And I'm pretty sure by that time we'll have enough money, so it won't matter. Okay, so other than that, we don't have to worry about anybody leaving. That does nothing. 30 grand. Again, That works out to 15 grand for a single week, whereas most contracts, it's like 5 grand-ish for a week. Like, that is silly. Anyway, I got 2 Health Spa 3s. Who needs them? Ooh, baby. Okay, they're good for the pay-per-view. Well, let me do my stamina then. These 2 for the pay-per-view. Because they're fine. The other 4 are the tag teams, the 2 tag teams that we're giving the week off, like 2 weeks off actually. That might cool them down a little bit, but we'll get back to it as soon as we can. So if I Health Spa China and Becky, they're ready to go hard at the pay-per-view. There. Boom. Health Spa those 2. So they're going to be ready for the pay-per-view. And we're good. I also get the hell. I believe I have it. We don't even get to watch it is the best part, because I did the run-in too. So yeah, there's a Hell in a Cell this week. Not that you'll see it. So the middle of the card, we're getting nothing out of. And this is, again, just a straight matchup. Tables match in the beginning. Hell in a Cell for no reason with a run-in, so we don't even get to watch it. Hoping that this outperforms this. This gimmick match outperforms this. And then this normal tag match can be worse than this normal match that is a 2 out of 4 rivalry, hoping to make a 3 out of 4 just in time for the pay-per-view. So we got enough irons in the fire that we should be able to put on about a 4.5 star pay-per-view, I would say, if everything ends up clicking at the just in time here. Let me look at our legends that we can possibly hire. Again, very few females. Let's take a look at our free agents. Yeah, 5 weeks of Tegan Knox. That doesn't hardly help at all, does it? Sammy George. Honestly, higher popularity than some of the people that we already have on our roster, because we made them that way, but so few options. Like, we hired a permanent roster member because it was easy to do. That's why we got rid of Sammy. Okay. Back to studio mode for me. Doink. Projectitate. I'm ready to confirm this. We got our rivalries booked with some shenanigans in the middle. Hoping to start something here finally. And like I said, we're going to start taking it easy on Naomi after this. Probably make her the focus of some promos for a little bit. Getting this in the ring because it needs to be there. I love that we're starting the show with a tables match and then a Hell in a Cell and then just 2 regular matches at the end. All right, I'm ready to roll here. Confirm that booking. We got 3 out of the 4 bonuses again. Let me get it out of the way as we spectate the first of 2 matches on this go-home show. Charlotte Flair, Toni Storm getting back into the ring, hoping to boost this to a level 4 rivalry with a tables match. We will, of course, be knocking this one out of the pay-per-view should things go to plan. Skipping entrances here in beautiful Reno, Nevada. Thank you for joining us, as always. Charlotte's ready. She nods to the crowd. Toni Storm ready. We are ready. And we are underway. Nice combination of strikes there by Storm to open things up. Got Charlotte dazed and, slingshot suplex across the top rope. Trying to drive the air out of the lungs of Charlotte Flair. Toni Storm staying on her with a nice snap suplex there. Never a bad idea to stay on your opponent. That's Toni Storm up and over the top. Leaps to the top rope and beckons Charlotte to stand. What does she have in mind here? Does Toni looking to... Oh, what extension of that missile drop kick. Got Charlotte in the face. But since they were positioned so close to the turnbuckle, might have been a bit of an awkward landing for Toni as well. Who has had the lion's share of the offense so far in this one. Rope assisted second. Rope seated on the top. Snap suplexed off the second with Charlotte Flair. Toni Storm, a house of fire to start things off here. Wearing down her opponent. Getting ready. Potentially put Charlotte through a table. Oh. Charlotte trying to climb back into this thing. Able to counter Tony. Tony momentarily dazed. Oh, catches the crossbody off the top. Into a big body slam goes Toni Storm. What impressive power and technique. Back into the snap suplex, fisherman style with a bridge into a pin. Does not matter in this matchup. As Toni Storm finally remembers, the only way to win is to put your opponent through the table that she has just slid into the ring. I mean, not specifically that one, but a table. It could also be a commentary table at ringside. Technically, tables count anywhere. Into the backpack stunner goes Charlotte Flair. Stunning Toni Storm and allowing Charlotte to set a table up in the far turnbuckle. Back on the attack is Flair. A suplex of her own to Storm. Charlotte Flair giving as good as she got, if not better, as she ascends to the top turnbuckle into a moonsault. Beautifully placed across the chest of Storm, knocking the wind out of her. And Charlotte Flair trying to take control. Toni Storm trying to regain that momentum. Beautiful over the head. Northern Lights suplex. Right back to work on the midsection of Flair goes Toni. You can't breathe, you can't fight. It's as simple as that. Charlotte's got Toni on the apron. What does she have in mind here? Oh, backdrop suplex onto the ring frame, the steel ring frame, often referred to as the apron. That's just like, you know, the skirt around the thing. My word. Toni Storm somehow back on her feet, but doesn't have the power, doesn't have the strength in that back anymore to pull that move off, and Charlotte right back on offense. Trying to fight her way free. The spirit of competition pumps through the veins of each and every athlete here as you stroll down the gnarly wrestling aisle. Never question our competitor's heart here. Sometimes to the detriment of their physical well-being, as Toni Storm is just suplexed into the ropes there. Able to recover enough to hit a dragon screw. Oh, and then eat a couple of boots from Charlotte, who has managed to turn this match around after a rather violent start by Toni. Charlotte back out to the floor. One table in the ring, not enough. Looking to introduce a second. Nope, thinks better of it. Something going on there she's stuck on. There we go. Finally slides that second table into the ring, but Toni Storm there to intercept. Charlotte intercepts the interception. Now just stomping a mud hole and walking it dry. No! Toni fighting out of the corner. Does not count if you put your opponent through a table that's not set up, or do a move atop it. You actually have to drive your opponent through a table. Toni knows that. Oh, what a pile driver! Now do that again, but on a table, and this match is done. Toni looking to set up a table where there's already a table. Elects to instead prop one up, center of the ring now. Charlotte slowly back to her feet, getting set up by Toni into the Northern Lights, through the table by Storm, your winner. No highlights for you. Toni Storm. Big win against Charlotte in your opening contest. Let's see what the fans thought. Let's see what 4 stars. And we've peaked the rivalry at 4. That's exactly what we wanted to happen. Now we have 4 level 4 rivalries going into the pay-per-view, which is the best we could have hoped for. Okay, so to start us off, I didn't even write any of this down. Toni Storm defeating Charlotte flair in a tables match. It was 4 stars, which is fantastic, and it popped their rivalry to a level 4. Amazing, it says, and I agree. Following that, 4-star level 4, beautifully done. What up, Mach? Excellent promo. As promo 1 is our charity. Come on, man. That's not how you spell any of that. Macho Man did his plus 5k. That's what's keeping us afloat fan-wise, for the most part. All right, we got to simulate Bailey versus... I can't believe... Okay, hang on. Hell in a Cell. Bailey versus Bianca Belair. Run in. Asuka on Bianca, obviously. I don't know if... This is also a bit of an experiment to see if the fans will, like, sour on it, or if, like, there's a level 4 plus. Like, it's already a level 4, but we're doing a little extra. Will the fans be like, knock it off? Or will it help? Or will it do nothing? Let's find out together right now.
1, 2, 3.
Bailey wins after the interference. It was a 3 stars. Nothing else happened. That was perfect. Exactly what I needed to happen. Because it got me that commissioner card. And then we have a self promo from Dakota Kai, who had a match last week and now is taking some time to, like, kind of introduce herself. Good promo, plus 3. Okay. Now our tag match, Naomi and Kaylee Ray versus Natalya and Indy. It does not matter who wins. There's a run-in. Shayna Baszler on Kaylee Ray, who she is constantly trying to start trouble with.
1, 2, 3.
Champ and Kaylee Ray win despite the interference. It was a 3-star match. Perfect. Perfect. And then after that, we got a self-promo from Xia Li. We're going to try to spin off into a feud with somebody else because we're trying to get Naomi and Raquel Gonzalez together. Okay, I just need to put that they defeated them. Self-promo from Xia Li. How do you do? Excellent promo. A plus 5 in popularity. Did not see that coming, to be perfectly honest. Wowzers. Good work by Xia. And here's our main event. A regular old match between Liv Morgan and Raquel Gonzalez after everything they've been through. Just a straight up match. Fingers crossed this gets to level 3 for the pay-per-view. If it does not, let me just double check here. If it doesn't, if it doesn't, I only have 4 to 5 feuds that I can pop at the pay-per-view. So this is a risk. We might not get this to where we need it to be. Okay, played these, played double cost, played veto champ, played the veto random card. Yep, did all that. Booked Natalya, Naomi, check. Sorry, just cleaning up my notes as we go through, as we get ready for Survivor Series. All right, let's spectate this one. Big main event for the week. And then we got the pay-per-view following this. Skipping entrances, getting straight to the action. Yes, please. Liv Morgan, Raquel Gonzalez. Heated feud, hoping to get even hotter in time for the PPV. Dang, dang, dang. Just a straight up singles contest betwixt these two. Pinfall or submission. I don't think there are standard disqualifications or countouts in a normal match. It's kind of hard to tell because there's still rope breaks. And I'm assuming weapon usage inside the ring is discouraged. I honestly don't know. There might not be countouts, but there might be DQs. It's hard to tell. Nobody really grabs a weapon in a normal singles match, so no one really tries to get disqualified, from what I can tell. My word. Raquel taking full advantage of her power, full advantage of the fact that there are no countouts, just heaving Liv Morgan to the floor and then just waiting for her to return to the ring. Once again, the power on display for Raquel Gonzalez, who has made it wildly known that she is gunning for Naomi's GWA championship. Claims the champion is ducking her. Naomi currently embroiled in all sorts of issues with a number of contenders, trying to be a fighting champion as best she can. Saw her earlier tonight embroiled in some tag team warfare, settling a grudge with Natalya. And once again, by the way, I should point out that the interference by Shayna Baszler and Kaylee Ray did not start the feud that Shayna wanted. Good Lord, it has been all Raquel Gonzalez in this one-on-one contest, your main event. Hoping we can settle things between these two ladies. If not, we might have to figure out a way to rematch this at Survivor Series. Leaping into the head scissor takeover is Liv. Try and get back into this thing. A proverbial and perhaps literal mountain to climb for Liv Morgan as it relates to Raquel Gonzalez with the electric chair drop. Liv needing the ropes to help her get back to her feet. Right back on the attack goes Gonzalez with that snap suplex. Gonzalez going to be able to knock Liv Morgan out with that Shingoa bomb. That choke slam into a power bomb. Liv Morgan looking to hit the Oblivion, which I believe is like a springboard bulldog. Not unlike the Stratisfaction of yore. Oh, hang on. Speaking of the Shingoa bomb. Oh, gory special instead. Oh, it's submission style. Gory Guerrero special here. Liv Morgan able to fight free into the arm drag. Beautifully done by Morgan. Can she take advantage and get herself back into this fight? As Raquel set up in the corner, looking for that bulldog. Nails it! Morgan's starting to string some stuff together here. Off the rope she comes. Oh! Single knee into the side of the jaw. Morgan into the cover, gets a 2 count. Didn't quite dim the lights on Raquel Gonzalez. Saw a rope break there from a potential submission by Morgan. Now just throwing Raquel back down to the canvas by the head as she ascends to the top. Oh, big splash, but Raquel gets the knees up. Into the Shingoa bomb by Gonzalez. Oh, God, but she's toward the ropes. Liv grabs the bottom rope and we get a rope break. Somehow Liv survives. Tripping Gonzalez down. May have stunned her here into the cover. 2. Raquel Gonzalez had a 2. Liv Morgan can't believe it. Got to be thinking knockout shot. Trying to take advantage of the dazed giant whilst she can, but oh no, Raquel's back up and fighting away. Right back into submission she goes. Center of the ring. Liv trying to fight her way free once again. Can she do it? Can she do it? Waved off by the referee. I think Raquel Gonzalez let go. Liv Morgan looks to be out on the canvas. Diving elbow in the back of the head. Gonzalez into the cover. 1, 2. No! Morgan somehow rolls the shoulder at the last second. Both women got to be thinking knockout shot here. Raquel maintaining the advantage. Just wearing Liv Morgan out with those shots to the temple. Oh, pulled into a complete shot. Hooks the leg deep, does Morgan. 2. No. Raquel powers out. Saw the full extension of the shoulders and the massive back of Gonzalez. She got out at 2. Oh, Liv Morgan missed. Went for the diving splash and missed. Gonzalez able to roll out of the way. Morgan trying to follow it up. Trying to salvage something with a standing double stomp. Gonzalez still dazed. Into the corner she goes. Morgan dives out with a bulldog. Once again into the complete shot. Hooks the leg on Gonzalez. 2, 3. Liv Morgan pins Raquel. What a main event. Let's take a look at some of the earlier action here. Oh, there's that Shingoa bomb that she barely survived. Somehow surviving 2 gory special submission attempts. Hanging in there and hanging in there with Liv Morgan. There you see that diving bulldog off the second, followed by the complete shot, and your winner, Liv Morgan. Live and let live. Now, did we do well star-wise? Did we do well feud-wise? 3.5, and we can blow it off with the PPV like we wanted. That worked great. Liv beats Raquel in a straight-up match. Rivalry 3. Great. I said great. It's good enough for me. Okay. Last bit of that for the show. Ding, ding, ding. Liv Morgan winning your main events. Rivalry boosted to 3. 3.5 star match. We're going to skip all this. Oh, they got a tag title match in the main event here. MVP and Otis versus Eric or Ivar, one of the two. Eric, I guess. And Ilya Dragunov. We got double promos from that one creative lady. Trent Seven, Karrion Kross. Charity promo from a couple of... Wow, look at the 2 charity promos to try to get as many extra fans as possible. Interesting. Gonna go ahead and simulate their show. Okay, so we got good booking. They got poor opening because the second match outperformed the first. Wonderful. Okay, we're gonna continue to see how we did here. Dakota doing good work on the mic tonight. Blindsided Bianca. We still managed to gain fans. We got 7,500 more fans. We got another $300,000. Xylee took all the airtime yammering away in the mic tonight. See, they're in a minor feud, so I can understand Naomi doing that. It was just a self-promo though, so nothing new learned. Nothing wrong there. Still in first place. Got that free arena for tonight. And how'd they do? Oh! Made up a little ground. They got 10,000 fans. Good for them. And they also got $300,000. They had a really good show. Good for them. Good for both of us. All right. Going into the pay-per-view, this is where things stand. We are at 3,015,000, just under 316. Oh, 3,000,016, I guess. They're still under 3 mil. And we have sabotaged their pay-per-view. And now it is time for Survivor Series in Orlando, Florida. Uh-oh. That means Naomi's going to be like, I need to be in front of my fans tonight. Which I'm going to translate into booking a self-promo for her. Okay. Save that. Back in Orlando, can't wait to put on a show for my crowd. See, if I just put her in a promo, I think we're okay. Let me get this back over to full screen cam. There we go. I haven't had any matches in a while, and the fans are starting to forget about me. Don't you have room for me to match on tonight's card? Absolutely, Asuka. Absolutely. Sure thing. I want you back in the spotlight. Absolutely. Thanks. Good to know I'm still part of your plans. You're in a level 4 feud, Asuka. Okay, so what do we need to do here? Schedule a run-in on your most popular superstar to get a superstar training card. I don't need that. So right here we're gonna do self promo for Naomi. Done. right here, we're going to have Raquel Gonzalez call out Naomi. She's not a good promo, but we'll see what we can do. I might move this. Hang on. No. Do it second. Call out Raquel Gonzalez, calling out Naomi. Okay. So this is going to actually be kind of tough because we have lots of level 4 feuds. Like, what should we put on our main event feud? Okay, Storm. Oh, they're the most popular. So Charlotte Flair, Toni Storm is our most popular. 80 and 87. TLC is the pay-per-view branded match type bonus. Okay. So that's what we got so far. What else am I going to do here power card wise? Well, I'll take that health spa. And ensures that you retain most of your fans this week. Yep. That's for the pay-per-view. Yes, please. So that'll help us. And what else we got? Free advertising, free arena, and a tables match would be better. Okay. Free arena. One randomly booked tables match on your show will be higher rated than normal. So let's do free advertising first. Free advertising. And logistics wise, that. I already have the optional bonus for the last two of these things, which is great. And this is costing me nothing. So to put the show on, so far it's only 100 grand. Okay. Opener. In the heel spot. Oof, oof. Wait, where is she? What am I missing? Oh, if I put her in a call-out promo, she can't be in a match. Never mind. I can call her out next week. Clear that promo. Okay, so in the opener, I gotta do Raquel and Liv in your feud. This is the only 3 out of 4, huh? So I'm gonna put that there. We'll see what we do with it. Main event TLC. Opener's got to bang. I might make it a tables match to make sure that it's good. Hang on, it's all singles feuds, by the way. Here, let's bring it back up. Oh, no, it's not. MyGM Rhea Ripley, China Becky Lynch, Bianca Asuka, Charlotte Flair, Toni Storm. So, MyGM Rhea Ripley. Let's do Rhea Ripley, MyGM. Normal match at the moment. So they got a 4-4 rivalry. Their fighting styles also match, but their popularity is only 55 each. Raquel's at a 91, which is fantastic. Naomi's at a 90, which is great too. So we're going to start that next week as soon as we can get Raquel transitioned to a feud with Naomi. Okay. Rhea Ripley, MyGM. Over here we have China Becky Lynch. Much better popularity. But these ones have the stylistic matchup. These have much higher popularity. So I think that it's safer to put them closer to this, let's say. And then let's do our other feud. What's our other feud here? Asuka, Bianca Belair. 69-74. So, that's about even. Let's do that. So that should definitely be better than this. Oh, that's another. Okay. 4-4 without. 4-4 with. 4-4 without. 4-4 with. So they both get the stylistic bonus here and here. Popularity's lower. So this should outperform this. 4-4, 3-4-4. Like I can do a little bit to help out. For example, this can become a tables match. This can become something. They can have a Hell in a Cell rematch. They can do it. Extreme Rules. Their stamina is good enough for Hell in a Cell. And they should be another Extreme Rules or TLC. Extreme Rules. Okay, hang on. So this is a table. The reason I did that is that I can now play the Get the Tables, one randomly booked tables match on your show will be higher rated than normal. So this should guarantee that the first match is a 5, because everything else about it should be close enough, like at least to be at least a 4.5. Stylistically, hang on, let me show you. So popularity wise, they're around 70 or 75-ish, so that's pretty decent. So that should be like, you know, so that should be like 3-4 stars. But again, it's a level 4 rivalry. Stylistically, they match up. One of them is good at tables matches already, so all of that says to me at least 4.5. Playing that card puts that over the top at a 5. So this can be a 4.5 match as well, or a 5, and we're okay. This I'm expecting to be a 4.5. This I'm expecting to be a 4.5. This I'm expecting to be a 5. 4.5, 5. Based on their popularity and the match, the bonus match type, etc., etc. There's no reason for it to be a TLC match, but it is. So that's all we're going with. And then we can book our promos here. Okay, so these are all the feuds that we had at percolating, all singles feuds. We got them all rolling. There are no run-ins. We are going to be watching 5 matches here. Tables, Hell in a Cell, etc., etc. Logistics-wise, what are we missing? Book two superstars with 70 more popularity on different promo types. Okay, so done, and we're about to get that with the charity promo here. Charity promo. There we go. Now what we can also do is a couple of role changes. We can do 2 role changes quick. Like, for example, who do we have? Babyface fighters. Heel fighter, babyface fighter. Okay, Xia Li's going face. Dakota Guy's going heel. Like, we're going to distance Xia Li from this Naomi feud as much as we can. So Xia Li's going to go face. Just for fun. And Dakota Kai's going heel. So we swapped a face fighter and a heel fighter. So we kept this, but we kept the same. So that gets us every pay-per-view bonus. And we've refreshed some matchups a little bit. Hang on one second. Let me get to the GWA screen, and there. Okay, face, Dakota Kai. X, we go over here now. Face, or heel, Xia Li, fighter. You're now a babyface Xia Li. So now we've actually kind of, if you go look at the popularity, we have a pretty decent new popular babyface, or are about to, at about an 80. We got Tony at an 80. Asuka's only at like a 70. So there we go. Double role change. I might self-promo. I might switch these. Hang on. It doesn't matter. The order of the promos I don't think matters at all. But in my headcanon, it's going to bother Raquel Gonzalez that Naomi came out after her promo to do that. You know what I mean? To do what she just did there instead of... Yeah, it's going to be a little confusing with these role changes, but that's okay. All right, I've already updated my roster text file. Fail the commissioner goal. That's fine. I don't want that. Asuka gets a match this week. Naomi gets to make an appearance in front of her home crowd. That means cutting a promo counts as making an appearance. If she was the result of a call-out promo, no. But, in fact, maybe I can have her... Yeah, maybe I can have her start the feud. There, it's now a call-out promo between 2 super popular peeps. So Naomi calls out Raquel Gonzalez after their match, regardless of the circumstances, like regardless of the win of who wins. And that hopefully starts our feud. Okay, let me just fill in my text file here with what is going on this pay-per-view. Hell in a Cell, Rhea Ripley versus Mia Yim, settling that feud. Second promo, roll Xia Li to face. Third match, Extreme Rules, Liv Morgan versus Raquel Gonzalez. That's not how you spell Gonzalez. There we go. Third promo, a call-out promo where Naomi is calling out Raquel Gonzalez after her match. Hopefully Raquel wins. X Rules, an Extreme Rules match between Chyna and Becky Lynch, stopping or finishing up their feud. Not Becky Lynch. Then we have another role change. Dakota Kai comes out and is like, screw you fans. You haven't supported me in the 2 weeks I've been here. So now I'm a baddie. And then in our main event, a TLC match between Toni Storm and Charlotte Flair. Our most popular acts are not in the ring on this show. That is accidental, but we're kind of turning it into something purposeful by now booking toward toward Raquel Gonzalez, Naomi, as the main event of our next pay-per-view, which is, I'm assuming, Royal Rumble. Okay, so we've turned that into a call-out to hopefully start that feud immediately. We desperately need Naomi to get better. I can't use it on Naomi yet. I might give her... If I have Raquel call out Naomi next week in response on TV, I can then play the health spa card on Naomi because she's not technically on the show. She's being called out by somebody. So all this means is Naomi comes out to talk about Raquel. Raquel is separately on the show over here. Okay, we've artificially boosted this tables match to hopefully propel it to the 5-star mark over this other 4-to-4 rivalry, which will be a Hell in a Cell match. Then we have our lowest rivalry in the middle of the show, where it doesn't really matter if it's better or worse. Because we have our highest popularity stars in the main event. Level 4-to-4 rivalry with the TLC match type for the pay-per-view match type bonus to that match. This is a 4-to-4 rivalry as well. Extreme Rules, 3-to-4 Extreme Rules, Hell in a Cell tables. So we have all 4 possible gimmick match types. In fact, what I can do instead is just turn this into a regular match. Like I don't necessarily need to punish them with a gimmick match. Mind you, I need all them bonuses. Never mind. I need all these bonuses. They're all the bonuses. Extreme Rules here, 3-to-4. Incredibly popular Liv Morgan versus Raquel. This match, see, the reason it's okay being in the middle, this match compared to literally anything else on the card doesn't matter. These two get compared, these two get compared. This thing can be whatever. And so long as it can, like I said, it can be whatever. And we'll be all right. So this is hopefully going to be a 5. This is hopefully going to be a 5. And these in the middle, 4 to 4.5 is what I'm crossing my fingers for. And then we got some role changes and hopefully starting a new feud for next time. And then starting up with the next week, we have a level 2 tag title feud already started that we can peak for the Royal Rumble. And hopefully we'll have a main title feud started coming out of Survivor Series tonight. So we got our logistical bonuses. Let me check the roster to see if there's anything else. Or sorry, let me check the free agent pool, see if there's literally, something else that we would want. I can't imagine, because again, there's 4 ladies in the free agent pool. None of them are real superstars. I don't understand. Like, there's so many people in this game. How are they not constantly churning up female stars? Especially, how are there like 4 in the entirety of the Legends division? Beth, Chyna, Trish. Oh, I'm sorry, 5. Beth, Chyna, Trish, Mickie James, Stacy Keibler. That's it? That seems sorely lacking. Anyway, confirming all this. It's pay-per-view time, and we have made sure that we retain most of our fans. Free arena, free advertising, table match boost. So we've cut some corners on cost. Yeah. We doubled the cost of our opponent's show. We canceled one of their champs. We canceled another random superstar. Yeah, we're trying to run them into the ground here. We're not getting the Commissioner Gold this week because we don't need it. It's a useless card for us. We don't need it. Done. Confirm that booking. Maximum bonuses all across the board. Biggest arena, got the bonus for it. Got the McMahon family crew, got the bonus for them. Got the industry-leading special effects, got the bonus. Got the best advertisement in that we have movie deals for our wrestlers, got the bonus for that too. Couldn't be doing better. Let's do some surviving. All right. I wish it would tell me before I started how many people we were in front of, but it's time for our opening contest, a tables matchup between Asuka and Bianca Belair. Culminating their feud. Let's get down to the ring. Let me get myself out of the way. Skipping entrances. 5 singles contests for you tonight. Varying degrees of gimmickry. Varying rule sets starting us off as we said. Tables match betwixt Asuka and her opponent. There you see Bianca Belair. And we are underway here at the Survivor Series. Thank you so much for joining us. As up and over goes Bianca. You see her that double underhook belly to belly. Belair showing off her athletic prowess there. Getting some squats in before that power slam. Thought better about approaching the table in the early going. Instead elects, for a quick frog splash off the ropes. Going for 2 in a row here. Just driving the wind out of the body of Asuka. And then deadlifts her into an overhead gorilla press. Color me gorilla impressed. My word. Bianca Belair putting it on display here. Now trying to deadlift Asuka into the powerbomb. Up top goes Belair. Motioning for Asuka to stand. Oh! Went for the double axe handle. Asuka caught her in the breadbasket. Asuka trying to get on even footing here. Belair maintaining the advantage. Back to work on the torso with the bow and arrow submission. You can see those legs crossed. Bianca trying to hyperextend the spine of Asuka. Asuka eventually able to roll free. Start some offense on her own. Trying to lock that knee in a knee bar. Take away those long legs of Bianca Belair. The only way this matchup ends, mind, is putting your opponent through a table. Up goes Asuka. Down comes Asuka. Across the chest of Belair with that elbow. Oh, lifts her up into the knee strike. Drops her with a kick to the back of the head. Submission specialist, submission and striking specialist. Let me amend myself. Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka. Oh, and then Belair right back to the torso. Gonna bruise those ribs of Asuka's. Belair, hang on. Up and over goes Asuka. Alley-oop style. Up and over and face first. And now it's Belair's turn to start working on the limbs. Sliding out of the ring to introduce a table into the matchup finally. Belair thinks she has Asuka down and out. Oh! Rattling that table off of the head of Asuka before placing it into the corner is Belair. Now once again deadlifting Asuka into that gorilla press. Incredibly impressive skill and strength here. Oh! Asuka pulled back to her feet by Belair. With a double chicken wing. Oh, face first into the bottom turnbuckle. Belair's thinking KOD. Plants Asuka. Asuka is out of it. But it does not win the matchup for Belair. Drops a big elbow. She's got to get Asuka through that table. Another deadlift gorilla press. Oof. Face first, chest first. Down goes Asuka. Down stays Asuka thanks to Bianca here. Oh, hang on. Nice throw by Asuka. Asuka slides out to grab the second table around ringside. Cumulative damage, not necessarily the main factor in this one. Like we said, the only way to win, put your opponent through a table. Ooh, that could happen at any point in the matchup. Another big alley-oop powerbomb. Oh, Asuka playing a little bit of possum there to lure her in for the kick. Trying to get the table. Belair cuts her off. Spin kick to the midsection there. Now off the ropes with a big hip attack into the chest of Belair. That might have winded her. Allowing Asuka some time here. Asuka whips her into the table. Got her set up. Got a finish charge. Exploder through the table. Asuka wins. What a come from behind victory. Face first through the table goes Belair. Okay, now we played that card to hype up a table match here. So how did we do? Yes, we did a 5-star table match, didn't we? We sure did. Okay, Asuka defeats Belair. 5 stars. It has to be better than the Hell in a Cell match that is about to follow it. Alright, so we started off with an epic tables match. And that rivalry is now finished. Let's get back down here to take a look at Survivor Series. Okay. Legendary, it says. Big win for Asuka. Okay, Mach is here to cut a charity promo. 5 stars, legendary. 5,000 fans, thanks to Mach. I already had it written down, plus 5K. Was not disappointed. And now as we spectate match number 2, following that tables match, we got some Hell in a Cell action for you. Rhea Ripley, Mia Yim, the culmination of their feud. Headed your way right about meow. Let me get myself out of the way. And let's get down to the ring for this one, which should be a spirited contest. Skipping entrances. Former world champion Mia Yim taking on Rhea Ripley, who recently came to the singles ranks after a successful tag run with Toni Storm. Toni Storm we're going to see in our main event against Charlotte Flair. Right now, though, we have Rhea Ripley, we have Mia Yim, and we have a Hell in a Cell surrounding the ring. The situation demanded it. The feud was so violent and vicious. The only way to end things. The deadliest match we have on offer. Hell in a Cell. Coming your way. Now, if we book this properly, this will be like a 4.5, I'm hoping. If it's also a 5, that's fine. But we artificially boosted the tables to push it past, or to guarantee that it pushed past this match, or to hopefully guarantee, I should say, like nothing was set in stone. But we'll see how this thing progresses. 0 titles on the line tonight, a first for a GWA pay-per-view. It is all grudge matches here on Survivor Series. Who is going to be the one to survive? And I've just now noticed that even though it is technically a pay-per-view, we are fully NXT branded. We only get the pay-per-view branding, I guess, if we're in the smaller arena, which is very strange to me. Even though we're in the biggest pay-per-view arena on purpose, because it also gives us a pay-per-view bonus. I don't know why it doesn't say Survivor Series. I guess because it's not NXT Survivor Series. I bet you if we were Raw or SmackDown, it'd say that just fine. Fighting all the way around the ring now are Mia Yim and Rhea Ripley. Quite the rivalry between these two coming to a head here tonight. All 5 matches, as we said, grudge matches. None of them are love affairs, I can tell you that much. A lot of bad blood being settled this evening at Survivor Series. As we saw in our opening contest, Asuka with that come-from-behind victory on Bianca Belair. Belair had been bad-mouthing Asuka for weeks. Asuka couldn't get Belair in the ring. Had to continue to interfere in Belair's matches just to get her attention. Finally get to her tables match. Able to put her through a table and settle their issues is Asuka. Both Rhea Ripley and Mia Yim hoping to settle the score against the other in this one. We'll see who emerges victorious from this feud. As up and over goes Mia Yim. We've seen a kendo stick come into play so far, as well as the sinister steel of the hell itself. As Rhea Ripley is content to just throw Mia Yim around the ring here. Pulls her back to her feet. Oh, just to try to knock her right back down. Yeah, just throwing her back and forth. Like a tiger playing with its food. Here's Rhea Ripley here. Against fierce rival. Oh! Mia Yim, who's starting to come back here. Beautiful European uppercut outside the ring. Ripley decides to take the fight back inside. Stole a bit of a glance at the chains around the door of the cell there. I don't know what she was thinking of. Ultimately deciding to return to the ring. Couple of kicks to the side of the head of Mia Yim. Rhea Ripley thinks this is it. Only gets a 1 count. I believe she's mocking incredulity there. Like, I don't think... Oh, that was sincere. My word. A lot of sincerity on that clothesline that sends Rhea Ripley up and over the top by Mia. Ripley able to fire back with a European. Sending Mia around the corner of the ring here. Oh, just again getting bodied outside the ring, between the ring and the cage. Not a lot of room to maneuver here. And it's kind of like a hallway fight. As both Rhea Ripley and Mia Yim battling for position around the ring. Inside Hell in a Cell here. Exchanging chin crushers, and into the cage goes Rhea Ripley. Courtesy of Mia Yim just ramming her body into the wall there. Once again fighting around the ring. Oh, once again into the side of the cage goes Ripley. And a third time, and Ripley busts through. A section of the cage wall has come loose. Mia Yim and Rhea Ripley have found their way out of the cell. Ripley down and out. She was put through that wall by Yim, who was waiting for Ripley to stand, and has invited Rhea Ripley to the roof of the cell, and up they go. It was only a matter of time, and that time has come. As both of these athletes have scaled the cell, and the fight continues 50 feet above the crowd. Probably like 30 feet above the crowd. Oh, leg trip onto the roof of the cell here. There is virtually no give on any of these segments. There was a lot of cell frame, as you can see. Oh! Moonsault press standing. Rhea Ripley laid out on the ring, on the cell frame. Mia Yim splashed all her body weight on top. And you see Rhea Ripley retaliate with that powerbomb variation. The back of Mia Yim's head hitting the frame. If it doesn't hit the frame, you're in danger of falling through if you hit these chain link segments in the center here. Good Lord. Speaking of front and center, in the middle of the roof of the cell now, Mia Yim stalking Rhea Ripley. Looking to protect your neck is Mia Yim. Down and out goes Ripley. All for naught on the roof of the cage. You must finish the match inside the ring. The beating continues for Ripley. Unable to defend herself against Yim. Seems to be working at Rhea Ripley toward the opposite side of the roof of the cage here. Constant danger of going over, constant danger of going through. The most dangerous structure in the GWA is the Hell in a Cell. Up and over goes Yim, but she lands on her feet. Not this time. Oh, back first into the chain link. It makes up the roof of the cage here. Ripley trying to stalk around Mia Yim's. Got to be very careful of her positioning. Almost fell off the cell. Pulls Yim back to her feet, into the gut wrench. Oh, drops her face first on the cell frame once again. Yim is out. Ripley isn't finished. Northern Lights. Onto the roof of the cell. Once again into the choke bomb. I don't think that's one of the... I think the four in the middle are the four you can go through. Oh, God! You can see the toll it's taking on Mia Yim, thanks to the implanted health trackers that each of our athletes absolutely volunteered for. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. This suplex could do it. This suplex could do it. Depending where it lands. This could do it for Mia Yim. She could go through. Whoa, ho, ho, ho. You can see that one segment of the cell roof barely hanging on. Won't survive this riptide. Mia Yim plummets to the canvas. Ripley into the cover. 1, 2, 3. Ripley wins with the riptide through the cell. Good gracious. That was violent. It was back and forth throughout most of the matchup. I mean, that doesn't show us anything. That doesn't show... Okay, great. Not good. Terrible replays based on the arena and stuff. Ripley, though, pulling out the victory. 4 stars. Perfect. Perfect. All right, 4's fine. 4 is just fine. Rhea Ripley defeating Mia Yim. Rivalry complete. 4 stars. Okay. I love it. 4 stars is fine. Rhea Ripley defeats Mia Yim for that feud. Oh, let's mark off that feud is over. Mia Yim Ripley, done. That was the first feud that we had at level 4, and we may have kept them off TV for too long because their popularity kind of waned. I mean, you know, we eventually obviously got it done and over with here. But let's see what happens in the following matches. So now, Xylee becoming a good guy. The crowd's fine with it. All right. Extreme Rules between Liv Morgan and Raquel Gonzalez. A feud that we just got to level 3 in time for the pay-per-view. And now it's ready to end. And then we're immediately following this matchup. Fingers crossed, that we're able to transition straight into a title feud for Naomi and Raquel Gonzalez. So let's get down to the ring for this Extreme Rules grudge match. Let me get out of the way here. Oh, skipping entrances. 1 second. As we don't have the, you know, the ability to play the theme song, there's no real point. Gonzalez in the ring. Liv Morgan in the ring. They're ending hostilities between these two once and for all with an Extreme Rules matchup here. Pinfall or submission. Weapon usage encouraged. Liv Morgan won the last singles contest between these two. Just a regular contest. Coming into the pay-per-view. Raquel Gonzalez looking for a measure of revenge here. As I experiment with the new multi-action button. Okay, let's see. Anti-action switch. Okay. See if I can do all of these at the same time. Okay, hide that. And then... Oh no, actually, show that. Hide this. Pardon me for my being a little bit distracted. I'm working on it. Okay, I'll do that. Oh no, not the whole thing, just this part. Okay, hide that. And then, what's the other thing I do? How do I do that part? It's this exactly. Okay. Interesting. There we go. Let's see if this does it. Liv Morgan just waiting for Raquel Gonzalez to stand here, just stalking her prey. Hey everybody. Back on screen for a sec here. Okay, let's get that out of the way. One sec. Trying something with the multi-action. See if this does it. Okay. Sorry about that. I just configured a be right back button that I can start putting into other stuff. Cool. All right. My apologies to the ladies in the ring. We did just see the main event of the show, so I don't feel too bad. But at the same time, quite the contest we're seeing tonight. Once again, a chair wedged into the turnbuckle. They tend to do that and then forget about it. I've seen, for the most part. Very interesting. Into the cover goes Gonzalez. Only a 1 count on Liv. Raquel can't believe it. After all this punishment, she can only get a 1 count on the diminutive Liv Morgan, but never discount the size of the fight inside these athletes. Often exceeds their physical form. As Raquel's looking for more weaponry, and she's got a sledgehammer. Oh, down across the back of Liv. Once again, looks like she's working on the legs from here, it seems. Can't quite make it out with the guardrail in the way. Our camera work is trying as best it can to accommodate. Oh, Liv fighting back with those chops. Liv Morgan, you gotta say, has been absolutely unintimidated by the very imposing and powerful Raquel Gonzalez here. Especially racking up that win against Raquel in that singles contest they just had. Liv Morgan, for better or for worse, found a way to get under the skin of the powerhouse Raquel Gonzalez. Culminating in this Extreme Rules matchup here tonight. A reminder, it is not Falls Count anywhere. The action must return to the ring eventually. But before it does, pretty much anything goes as Raquel is trying to set up one of the commentary desks. to powerbomb Liv through. She's going the wrong way. Oh, she might have been going powerbomb against the ring frame. Liv able to fight out. Raquel set up the table, then changed her mind, and that could cost her. Variation on the X Factor there. Liv getting everything she ever wanted. Quick shout out, by the way, to the latest crop of follows. I Know a Dude, Dr. Boo, The Killer Bits, Unforgiven 2, Alex, and the Hero for Hire. Hang on, we got a pin attempt. We almost had a 3, but Raquel just rolls that powerful shoulder off the canvas. Liv almost did it again, and she's looking to put Raquel away. Into the complete shot, into the cover. 1, 2, 3. Liv Morgan has done it. Liv Morgan once again coming out on top against Raquel Gonzalez. And Raquel somehow about to fail upward. Hang on, let's skip through. It never really shows you the right highlights anyway.
Here is your winner.
All right, here's your winner.
Morgan.
And how did we do? 4.5. Not bad. Not bad. So they were letting... No, they were more popular. Okay, 4.5 stars. Rivalry complete. So that's done. Again, middle of the card. It didn't technically need to be the best match on the show, but that's a fantastic middle of the card. So we did 5, 4, 4.5. Maybe we can dip again and then crescendo. We'll see. We will see. It worked. I already see that it worked. So our new rivalry, level 1, Naomi, our champion, versus Raquel Gonzalez. Look at their poor stamina. Okay, this is going to be tough. It's going to be tough to get this into the next pay-per-view, to be perfectly honest. It's going to be difficult. Okay, let's see. Yep. Is it what quality of paper? So we got an excellent promo. Rivalry up to 1. So we have 2 titles. We have the 2 titles in feuds coming out of the pay-per-view, which is nice. And coming up next, another blow-off match. Extreme Rules, Chyna v. Becky Lynch. Let me get out of the way. Get down to the ring as quick as possible. Get right to the action. Here at beautiful NXT Survivor Series. Ooh, I don't know why it's chugging so slow. There we go. As the crowd already chanting for Becky Lynch, despite the fact that she's the heel in this equation. In there against Chyna. Extreme Rules is the name of the game. You win by pinfall or submission. I don't know why they seem to be going at like 90% speed. Maybe that'll figure itself out. Is it having a difficulty rendering our tens of thousands of fans here in this beautiful arena? Is that the problem? And what a problem to have. 2 count off that early power slam by Chyna. Is going to want to keep the pressure on Becky Lynch. We saw Becky Lynch able to eventually break down Chyna in their last matchup against one another. That was 2 weeks ago in an Extreme Rules contest. Becky Lynch able to squeak out the victory there. This one for all the marbles. Hoping to settle things and get revenge as Chyna in this contest. Becky Lynch looking to prove herself better than the 9th wonder of the world once and for all. Definitively with 2 consecutive Extreme Rules victories. As she goes off the ropes with a pair of leg drops. And now stomping on the arm is Becky Lynch. We saw this in the last contest. Once she got Chyna down, she was able to keep her down for the duration of the contest. Oh, wailing away is Chyna. Not dissimilar to an attack. Oh, by future Hall of Famer Sheamus. China just clubbing away on the chest of Becky Lynch. China maneuvering Becky back to the center of the ring. It is not a falls count anywhere contest, despite the fact that there don't seem to be many other rules. Pinfall submission within the confines of the ring are basically it. How you get there is entirely up to you, as you see China just rubbing the face of Becky Lynch on the canvas. Perfectly legal in this contest. I don't think there are rope breaks, but I'm not too sure. Nice Bexploder suplex there by Lynch. Now looking into the ring for an equalizer against China, and she's got an aluminum baseball bat, does Becky Lynch. Over the head of China! And now working on the midsection. You can see the sweat and spit flying off of China. Trying to get back into the matchup with a reverse atomic drop. Sending Becky up and over is China. Taking some time to show the crowd that she's none the worse for wear after those baseball bat shots. Leaves the weapon behind to pursue her opponent outside the ring. Oh, slams her against the corner of the guardrail, does China. You can see where the mats wear out and the concrete floor of the arena is exposed here. Not a lot of padding outside the ring, as you can see how thin those mats are. There is a little give to the ring itself. I don't think that's a secret. Not much, but a bit. There is zero give to the cold concrete arena floor. The padding is there more as a courtesy than it is, out of medical necessity. Becky Lynch was looking for another weapon under the ring. China cut her off. Back and forth they go. Fight spilling back inside the ring. Becky right by that baseball bat, doesn't have the wherewithal to grab it, but does hit the manhandle slam into the cover. Ref out of position. 1, 2. China out at an easy 2. Ref had to sprint across the ring to get eyes on China's shoulders there, and that could have saved her. Oh, back to the midsection goes Becky with that bat. Good gracious. Oh, what a clothesline from China. Got her set up for the powerbomb. Oh, stuffs her into the canvas. China into the cover. 1, 2. Becky out at 2. China pleading with the referee. Not going to do you any good. China measuring Becky Lynch, thinking knockout shot. What does she have in mind? Hooking her for the pedigree. Face first into the canvas. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. China is your winner. That went great. China getting revenge. Here you see her surviving an earlier manhandle slam next to that aluminum bat. Here's another angle on it. Somehow that was the beginning of the end for Becky. Because once China kicked out of that, she was able to recover, hit this devastating power bomb. You see her muscle her up there. Here's another look at it. Eventually hitting that pedigree for the finish. We might not see it. There it is. Pedigree for the finish. We're not going to see the cover.
Winner, the night wonder of the world, China!
Yeah, big win for China. 4.5. Perfect. Perfect. 4.5. China defeating Becky Lynch. 4.5 stars. Rivalry complete. So he did 5, 4, 4.5, 4.5. Toni Storm and Charlotte Flair are both way more popular than China and Becky Lynch. They also have a level 4 rivalry. They're also getting the pay-per-view gimmick match type bonus to their match. So, theoretically, this main event should be 4.5, 5. If it's either of those, I'm fine. If it's 4, trouble. But if it's 4.5, 5, we're great. Dakota Kai going bad. Crowd is okay with it. And main event time. Toni Storm, Charlotte Flair, TLC. Normally, in headcanon, this means that the winner is guaranteed a future title shot. We'll see how that plays out. For now, it just happens to be a TLC match. There's going to be a briefcase to take down. It doesn't necessarily mean anything. Let's spectate. Get myself out of the way. Main event time. That's another complete rivalry, by the way. Let me just update my text file. How goes China? Becky Lynch. There, you see that Money in the Bank briefcase. A title shot contract in that briefcase. What title it is for, we have not determined. We'll see. We'll decide on a lot of things once we figure out, or once we see who wins this one. As we are underway in our main event of the evening here at Survivor Series, a TLC contest between Toni Storm and Charlotte Flair. 5-4, 4.5, 4.5. Again, it's a tough act to follow, that 4.5 from China and Becky, but if this gets a 4.5 or a 5, we're A-okay. Oh, no, 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 no. We saw this last match. Oh, Charlotte Flair dropping Toni Storm onto that ring frame. Now, the only way to win this one is to climb a ladder and unfasten the briefcase. There are 8 latches on the briefcase, 4 on either side of the handle that you must undo before you can pull that briefcase down. I don't know why. I don't know why they're next to the handle either. It's not like you're opening the briefcase. It's just real secure up there. We don't want it falling down. So once you undo those 8 latches that secure it to the, whatever is holding it above the ring. Nice float over by Flair into the DDT. The Queen putting on a clinic here against Toni Storm, who's come into her own as a singles competitor since taking a temporary reprieve from tag team partner Rhea Ripley, who we saw victorious earlier tonight in a hellacious Hell in a Cell match, pun intended. As you can see, Charlotte Flair, the first to touch the case, did not get anything unfastened. Still 8 of 8 remain. Quick shout out to the graphics crew for providing a visual update on the progress of the unhooking of the suitcase, as Charlotte just kicks Toni Storm off the top of the ladder, ignores the briefcase for the moment, and drops an elbow into the small of the back of Toni Storm, knocking her unconscious. Now Charlotte with ease climbs to the top of the ladder and takes her time with the briefcase. It's kind of difficult because you can't quite see what you need to unlatch. You have to kind of go by feel. And as you can see, Charlotte only had time to undo 1 latch of 8. 7 remaining. All you need, what you need to do, I should say, let me take a breath here, is be the last person to undo a latch. And you got to be the person to undo that 8th and final latch. And that's how you get that briefcase down. Toni Storm down face first via that natural selection by Charlotte Flair. Setting up the ladder over the prone body of her opponent and right back to work on the briefcase. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Looking to inflict more punishment instead. Moonsault off the ladder, but she missed. Charlotte Flair hit no one, but she's right back to her feet. Toni Storm luring Charlotte Flair in for that moonsault off the ladder, but Charlotte Flair missed it. None the worse for wear, right back on the attack. Knows the importance of winning that briefcase. Potentiality for a future title fight. As once again Charlotte ascends the ladder, thinks better of it. Perhaps she saw Toni Storm stirring and didn't like the looks of it. Oh, inviting instead Toni Storm to the top of the ladder. Both women fighting, fist flying. Bounced off the top of the ladder is Charlotte. Toni's got the advantage here. Shove Charlotte to the floor. Toni finally reaches up for the briefcase. She's got another latch done. 3 down, 3 of 5. Excuse me, 3 of 8. I don't know why I always say 3 of 5. Toni managed to get 3 more latches undone there. It is half unhooked. One side completely free. Four more latches to go. And the briefcase is loose as the fight continues atop the ladder. Charlotte dazed. Oh, playing possum. Charlotte with the advantage. Once again bouncing Toni off the ladder. Toni dazed. Once again advantage Toni. Charlotte's in trouble. Good Lord, what a fight we're seeing on top of the ladder here. Once again, Charlotte thrown to the canvas. Hey, Felly, what's going on, buddy? Hang on 1 second. Oh, God, the leg drop off the ladder. Absolutely devastating. Hang on. Let me drop into here. Let me get on cam. Thanks, Felly, so much. Thank you for your continued support of the Silent G unit. As you see, Toni Storm missing wildly with a leg drop off the ladder. And just for you, buddy, I got a little something extra every time somebody subscribes now. Yay! All right, thank you so much, Felly. All right, let me get myself out of the way. Back to our main event. Toni Storm, high atop the ladder, has Charlotte stunned. Instead, elects to inflict more punishment, waiting for Flair to stand here. Rolls through, hang on. Neckbreaker across the knee by Storm. That charges a finish, but she's using the time to scale the ladder. All the way to the top goes Toni. Slowly turns, drops the leg across the neck of Flair. Charlotte Flair down and out. Toni Storm's just got to reach the briefcase. Hang on. Another slow turn. Oh, missed the leg drop. Charlotte scurries up the ladder. 4 more latches to undo. Toni there to meet the challenge. Just taking shots at the wide open breadbasket of Flair. Kicked off the ladder by Storm. Charlotte's in trouble. Toni's got the case. Oh. Fussing with those latches. Once again, heads up. Thank you to the graphical crew here for this visual representation. He's got 5 out of the 8 undone. 3 more to go. Trying to work on it while Charlotte trying to fight back. Toni undaunted. 2 more to go. 1 more. Oh, hanging by a thread is the case, and Charlotte knows it. As once again the fight on top of the ladder. Oh no, Flair looking to suplex Storm to the floor. Oh, swinging neck breaker. Good gravy. Toni Storm is unconscious. Flair up the ladder alone. Grabs the case. Your winner, Charlotte Flair, after the neck breaker off the ladder. Let's take a look at some of the earlier action. Natural selection by Flair. Storm 0 by Toni. There you see that neck breaker across the knee. Wasn't enough to knock Flair out. This did it, however. Swinging neck breaker off the ladder. What a finish. What a main event. Fingers crossed. That's fine. 4.5 is perfect. It needed to be 4.5 or 5, and it was 4.5. So we're sailing. We might get dinged for having a 5-star match in the opener and not closing the show, but I'm not complaining about that at all. That was fantastic. Okay, let me get my text file up here. Charlotte Flair defeating Toni Storm by grabbing that briefcase. Another 4.5-star matchup. Rivalry complete. Oh. Rivalry complete. Okay. Scroll up to my rivalry section, which is now quite sparse. Get that up. All right, 1 second here. Get out of studio mode. I don't need it anymore. Everything's done in the office from here on out, so we're all in it together. All right, let's see how we fared against SmackDown. Dave Meltzer's speechless. 4.5-star classic. Meanwhile, SmackDown presents the following. Karrion Kross Fandango with Fandango super beat up. I think that's Batista MVP. Ronda Rousey versus one of the created wrestlers. Fabian Eichner, I think, versus Trent Seven. And then the main event is Dana Brooke versus another created wrestler. All of these, by the way, completely normal matchups, like just straight matches. So I'm going to simulate this entire show. I don't know what any of their rivalries are like, but let's just get through this and see how they did star-wise. Oh, look at that. They completely failed to live up to what I did. Good booking versus amazing booking. Yeah, David Brooke in the main event. Vince is back. Actually, it's Adam Pearce booking SmackDown against me. Yoicks. So, okay. Charity promo to get 10,000 fans, because they're lagging in fans. Self-promo by Saray here to try to get over. John Cena calls out Akira Tozawa. John Cena has been feuding with Akira Tozawa off and on SmackDown since week 1 of their show. So that's probably, the fans are probably burnt out on that. This is a level 2 rivalry, nothing happened. This is a level 1 rivalry at the end of it. This finished that rivalry. No rivalry to speak of, no rivalry to speak of. Terrible show. Despite the star ratings, that's just effort by the crew. Terrible show from SmackDown. Yeah. They've been, Akira Tozawa and Cena on the show have been feuding the entirety of the SmackDown's 35-week reign. It's insane. Okay, let's continue through there. Okay, Dakota Kai became bad guy. Hardly surprised that Raquel lost to Liv Morgan. Uh-oh. We got 223,000 fans, by the way, and $400,000. Show quality A, match card quality A. Yes, sir. 223,000 fans. Okay. Miriam got robbed. No way that Rhea Ripley should have won. Rhea Ripley hit the ripcord through the roof of the Hell in a Cell and then covered Mia Yim in the ring. I'm pretty sure that's going to knock you out. Pretty sure. Oh, we're still in first place. Spoiler alert. How'd they do? BB, 112,000 fans. We got over 100,000 fans. More than 100,000 fans more than they did. Let's take a look at where we stand. Oh, they finally broke 3 mil, but we are ahead of them by 150,000 fans. We're lagging in the money, but again, we have 150,000 fans on our closest competitor, and we are using half the available roster type. We have 0 male superstars wrestling for us. We have 1 on the roster. Macho Man is with us to cut charity promos, and that is it. So we don't get penalized for not having any males on the show, period. All right. This is my first time through MyGM Mode, by the way. I'm playing on normal. Oh, TLC. So it must go TLC, Royal Rumble, WrestleMania. Okay. Liv Morgan wants a shot at the gold. But you're a babyface, Liv Morgan. Hang on 1 second. You're a babyface, Liv Morgan. I can give you a shot at the gold, and then I'll have Raquel Gonzalez run in on Naomi. Maybe. Hang on. That does kind of make sense, because Liv Morgan just won the feud with Raquel Gonzalez, and I'm trying to have that be the next title feud. So giving Liv Morgan a title shot against Naomi before then, and then having Raquel run in on Naomi could work, but I do not want Liv to win the belt that way. So I'm crossing my fingers for a fixed match thing to get me out of it. Unless the only other option in that case, and I might take it, is playing the match as Naomi. So I might end up doing that. I'd have to go back out and change the difficulty from legendary down to basic. But I'm not above doing that just to bury Liv and make sure that we get that win. Okay. Gotta make a space for week 36. 36, which is where exactly? I forgot where it said it was. But before I do anything else, I'm just making some notes. Liv wants a title shot. How long are you going to give me? Within 3 weeks. Okay, I can pull that off then. So 36, 37, 38. So by 38, Liv Morgan GWA match by week 38. I'm going to say yes. I try to satisfy as many of the wishes of my fighters as possible. I can figure out how to do that. Okay, no problem. Hey boss, I've been talking to Raquel a lot lately and she had this great idea that we should team up for a tag match. I think we'd actually make an awesome tag team. Can I convince you to take a chance on us and book us in a tag match in the next few weeks? So Dakota and Raquel in the next few weeks. Sure. I'm going to double check to see exactly how long we have to do that. There we go. So the next 3 weeks for both of these. So Liv Morgan, GWA match by week 38. Raquel, Dakota, team by week 38. And getting to veto their most popular superstar is perfect. So schedule a run-in of one of my champions. I will do that on a tag champion, I guess. Because I'm trying to leave Naomi off the show if I can. Logistics, I'm not touching any of this. I'm just leaving everything alone. Let me check my power cards first. That is disappointing. I don't want either of those. What a waste of 2 slots. That's unfortunate. Okay, I'm going to health spa Naomi. Who's my stamina? Who's my lowest stamina? See, look at them all down here. Look at them all down here. Hurting. Okay, I need my champion. Health spa. Yep. And somebody else in a feud that I will perpetuate. Okay, let me get a heal as well. Charlotte. Hang on. Yeah. I'm gonna try to get Charlotte and Xylee involved in a feud instead. Stamina's okay up here. 50's okay-ish. If you're in the 40s, that's no good. I'm gonna get Raquel then, because this is my title feud. So I'm gonna get those two in Health Spa, which, by the way, means they can't be booked this week. So taking a week off of that. So I can't do anything about the two, these two this week. So we're doing everything else but, and then we'll come back the second week of the show, or a second week that we present next week, and get right back to those feuds. Okay. So nothing's booked. We're going to do it all live on the show next week as we book the first and second weeks toward... Oh, there it is. Kansas City. I can put that in. Kansas City. Kansas City. Kansas. Wow, wouldn't you know it? As we're in week 36, so we're going to book and air weeks 36 and 37 next week. The following week, 8, 9, 40, 38, 39, 40, 38 and 39 are the two go-home shows for TLC, and then we'll be presenting TLC in 2 weeks. So please join us next week for weeks 36 and 37 of the 50-week MyGM campaign. Let's go ahead and get ourselves front and center on the cam, so I can thank everybody for watching, no matter where or when you happen to be. Wishing everybody out there chill vibes and clear skies. If you find yourself in possession of a plethora of positive energy, please share it if you can spare it. And don't forget about your old pal, the silent G, Rad Gnarly, saying so long for now. We are going to be back on the air Friday afternoon at 2 p.m. Eastern Time to fawn over our pawns in Dragon's Dogma, Dark Arisen. Till such time, TTFN, as we find a little somebody to spread a little love to on our way out of here. Before we do that, just a quick shout out to thanks Felly for showing up and resubscribing. That was rather nice of you. Lovely to see you as always. And there we go. Let's go ahead and get that raid over here. Send that way. I shall send all of y'all if you agree. And I'm out, so ta-ta for now. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow afternoon for some Dragons of Dogma. If not, maybe I'll see you back next week. Same time, Thursday at 2 for some more GWA.